What's up, y'all? Back at it again with this week's edition of Build Breakdown. Behind me, I got a 1963 Lincoln Continental that got the SS treatment. Full Coyote swap, 6R80 transmission, and a nice custom engine bay. So let's get into it. Beneath this lovely engine cover is a 2017 Ford Mustang 5.0 Coyote Motor, mated to a 6R80 transmission. Engine mounts, transmission mounts, exhaust manifolds were all already made for this vehicle and for the swap, but the harder part of getting it done would have been the braking and the steering. We converted over to a Hydro Boost setup, which was pretty tight, being that we kept the Hydro Boost and pedal assembly in the same location. So we had issues with clearance on the valve covers, and then the steering, which was probably the hardest part of this whole build. The initial gearbox was directly in the way of the header on the driver's side, so we had to get rid of the gearbox and run a rack and pinion. So we're running a Flaming River rack and pinion system. We have a CVF serpentine assembly for the motor, which obviously can't be seen beneath this beautiful cover. Champion radiator, dual spall electric fans, and then basically, as you see, the beautification underneath. We kind of shaved and molded the fender aprons and then made a beauty panel for the firewall. Beneath there is the ECU, and then if you come to the inside real quick, obviously the vehicle is not done. It's got to go get finished off at the stereo shop. So on the interior, we're running the Dakota dash. Keeps everything, all the controls and everything visible. We ended up opting for a similar OEM setup for the key. Push button start, works just like a normal car. You unlock it, foot on the brake, starts right up. Vintage Air AC unit right here, fully functional. On the side to the kick panel. So I must stress, our job for this build was just to do drivetrain only. Motor, transmission, gauges, AC unit, that was all. Everything else is on another shop to finish up. As far as the shifter, this is a factory shifter that came with the motor and transmission we had. We got a factory gas pedal as well. So pretty much it keeps everything pretty simple. As far as doing this swap, you had to go through Ford Performance because the factory ECU and harness would not work. It was what we tried to make it work. For the BCM module, there was too many codes that wouldn't allow us to link up and make this work. So Ford Racing Performance gave us a standalone ECU and a harness, which was able to make this work. All right, so this vehicle is on air ride, was previously on air ride already. And once we installed the tranny, we realized it wasn't gonna clear the firewall. So we had to do a tunnel and then actually do a drive shaft tunnel all the way through, which on this one actually benefits us because the car was bucket seats up front and in the rear, as you can see. So we didn't have to worry about tearing up the upholstery. Once it goes to upholstery, they can actually, you know, remake the interior to accommodate for this, but works out lovely. So when we made this cover, me and the homie Josh kind of opted to make something a little bit different, but he brought to the table, he wanted to do the perforated mesh. With these panels, originally, there was no openings. So Matt went ahead and fabbed up all the openings, inserted the perforated mesh there, and then made all these little accessory components to the engine bay where there was just openings originally. So did that, and then on the front side of the vehicle, it had like an outdated grille, but we went ahead and made the perforated mesh which matched the engine bay to the front grille. All you need now is to have a custom logo, which they made. On the exterior side, front end of this car we touched, paint and body. We went ahead and painted from the front fenders all the way to the doors, just because it was older, had some chips on it. And then we had to body work the inside of the hood to clearance the engine cover as well. Now, as far as the exhaust system, coming off of the exhaust manifold is 2.5 inch all the way with a crossover pipe to a dual outlet. And these are Justified Performance mufflers. And then we are running Vibrant Performance resonators. And the car was still had a, in my opinion, an obnoxious tone. So we ended up putting on some high flow cats just to kind of bring the tone down and clean it up. And on the back side, if you get down and look at this, there's a custom fuel cell we made to house the, I think it's actually an OEM Mustang fuel pump. Car pretty much, as far as the motor, we didn't touch anything on the internals, just cleaned it all up to make it pretty, should I say. But other than that, this thing runs good. I'm gonna tell you, like, for being a Coyote swap, I'm not gonna lie, this motherfucker did that. say a Coyote would make me put a smile on my face, but god damn it, a Coyote in this Lincoln definitely does. For a big boat, motherfucker gets it. She got a little lean too when you hit it. See, that Husky likes it too.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No fucking tune in this big ass boat. On the freeway, cruises 85 like nothing. The AC blows cold, heat blows. Now they just need to fucking finish all the damping.
So they're gonna do full interior on it.
Yeah, full interior, sound system. They're gonna change the seats. They gotta build a custom console. Because right now it's got like early 2000 Mercedes seats in this. My lane, maybe. Get my lane right. I'm not sure exactly what seats they're gonna run in it, but they're gonna update it. Gotta get rid of the wheels that are on here and the steering wheel. The car was built probably, to my knowledge, like 20 years ago. So one thing I hate about it is right here is this wheel. It's too close. So it's like when you're turning, I almost wanted to just start cutting these like every other one.
You bought it like this?
No, so the dude had it built back in the day like this, to my knowledge, and drove it and just wanted to revamp it. The car was already equipped with Acura suspension, CPP disc brakes, so I mean, it pretty much was ready to go. All right, so those watching, you know we specialize in LS swaps, so this was something that was new to us, one of the first ones we've done, and on this vehicle was a little bit tricky, might I say, but it came out phenomenal. So anybody looking for Coyote swaps, make sure to hit us up. We got these down on pat right now. All right, thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for some more fly footage of our builds and what we got going on. All right, stay tuned for the 58 Impala, and then yeah, that other one. I'm out.